consumers gravitate to where they can get the best deal. And when it comes to travel, it's especially true here. Online travel discounters like Expedia and Priceline dominate the space. But today, Kayak IPOs on the NASDAQ stock market. Kayak is also a key player in the online travel business. So joining us to talk about this are Kayak CEO and co-founder Steve Hafner and CTO and co-founder Paul English. Thank you so much for joining us.
Sure, come on. It's great to be here.
Let's start off with the business. And first of all, you're no stranger to the business.
Yeah, I've been in the online travel business since 1999 when I helped co-found a small company called Orbitz. But at Kayak, we're building something that's very different from an Orbitz or Expedia. We help you search and find the prices from hundreds and thousands of other sites. So you really get a complete picture as a consumer of what's available for sale.
Let's get into the business in Kayak. Can we talk a little bit about Kayak and Google and your relationship there?
Sure. Yeah, we have a great relationship with Google. They've been partners of ours for many years, and I'm guessing one of the things you're asking about is flight results, which are one of the things we get out of our Google relationship. Google is one of hundreds of suppliers of flight information, and we expect that to continue, but we have a great partnership with those guys.
Can you quantify the percentage of traffic maybe that comes through?
Yeah, it's declining. I think at the end of last quarter, we had 39% of our results, mostly US-based flights. Actually, increasingly our business is actually hotel-based and international. But percent from Google is actually decreasing over time as we add more and more suppliers.
And while we're talking about Google, can you clarify the relationship or what's going on with the contract with ITA?
Sure. Right now we have the contract at the end of 2013, and at our option we continue it to the end of 2016 at the same terms.
How about competition? You sound like you have a good relationship with Google. Is there a competition, and can Kayak compete?
Sure. Online travel in general is a huge marketplace with lots of very vibrant companies like Expedia, Google, and Kayak. So we all compete for consumer attention. But what we're really focused on is making Kayak a great service for consumers to use. So if you come to Kayak, you get a better answer of what's available for sale, and we give you choice on where to book it. So if you want to book it supplier direct, you can. If you want to book it at Orbitz or Expedia, you can. So it's we're not so worried about competition as making a great product for consumers to use.
When you talk about making a great product, then how does mobile fall into that play?
Mobile is incredibly important to us. Increasingly, we're seeing customers who want travel information on mobile. We've been putting a pretty big investment in it, and we've, now we're the #1 travel platform on both iPhone and Android, and a lot more exciting things to come on mobile. It's a really important platform for us.
Are people booking through their phones? It's interesting. I'm very interested in that, and also, what about if folks just use it as a research tool, Kayak, and don't end up booking? How does that impact, where you're going and revenue?
We're really happy either way. People are starting to book on mobile. It's increasing quite a bit. We're also finding a lot of our customers use mobile in combination with desktop, whatever browser they want to use. And sometimes they research on the phone and then book on the desktop. But in either case, we're happy that Kayak helps them find the best deal.
And in terms of brand, you've got a lot of traffic that already goes to Kayak, understand your brand. How do you expect to maintain that and grow it?
Sure. We're actually spending aggressively to get the word out about Kayak. So this year in the U.S., we'll spend over $40 million on TV advertising, which is a lot of money. But in general, it's amazing for us. We've built a great product, but only about a third of people have ever heard of Kayak. And we know that if they actually hear about Kayak and start to use it, they're very loyal. So we're very, very aggressive in terms of our brand spend, and that'll continue.
And how does that sort of branch out overseas? What markets are you looking at? Where's your strongest outside of the U.S.?
Sure. We're actually in almost 17 different markets today, or countries, with localized versions of the website, local language, local currency, and we're very bullish on our international expansion plans.
Do you expect to be sort of earning the same amount from those countries overseas as you do here in the U.S.?
We certainly like to. So, internationally, 2/3 of online travel happens outside of the U.S. It's only 18% of our revenues today, so international is a big growth area for us.
Last question, I'm just interested here. What kind of trends are you seeing in the airline market?
We're seeing really good business. We're growing, continue quarter to quarter, and we're seeing a lot of low-cost carriers, Ryanair, EasyJet, which are on Kayak in our international markets. And we see a lot of demand right now.